So we have our next problem here. It's x squared plus x 3x is equal to 18, and we need to solve this problem by factoring. And the way that we can do that is using our diamond method, right? So we're going to go ahead and put an x like that. And what are we going to do now? We're going to put a times c up at the top. So a. Oh, okay. So actually, we need to put this in the right form, right? We need to put this into standard form before we can identify our a, our b, and our c. So we can subtract 18 from both sides to get it into standard form. So we're going to say x squared plus 3x minus 18 is equal to 0. And now we have our a, b, and our c. Our a is our 1, our b is our 3, and our c is negative 18. So what are we going to be using for our a times c? It's 1 times negative 18. It's negative 18. What are we going to be putting down at the bottom? It is our b, our 3. Okay. So we need to find two numbers that multiply to 18, negative 18, and add up to 3. All right, and so you might be thinking to yourself, well, that's impossible. But since this number up here is negative, then that means f1 is going to be positive, f2 is going to be negative. So that way we can have them add up to be 3. Okay. So then let's go ahead and look at some factors of 18. We have 6 and 3. That works, right? So got it right off the bat. So let's do a 6 over here as our f1, a 3 over here as our f2. And now these need to multiply to become negative 18. So that means one of these are going to be a negative, right? Because negative times a positive equals negative. And so now which one is negative? Well, they need to add up to be equal to 3. So that means our 3 is going to be the negative, because if 6 is added with negative 3, we get 3, right? Okay, so we have our f1 and our f2, and now we could just go ahead and write down our answer. It's x plus f1 times x plus f2, which is negative 3, and we are done. We factored it. Right? Is equal to 0. Okay, so we factored our polynomial up here. And now to solve for x, well, we know that a times b equals 0. If that's true, then either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0, right? So what we can do now is we could set both of them equal to 0. So let's say x plus 6 is equal to 0. And let's also do x minus 3 is equal to 0. And we'll solve them each individually. So here we'll subtract 6 from both sides, and we get x is equal to negative 6. And over here we're going to add 3 to both sides, and we'll get x is equal to 3. So what is our answer when we're solving by factoring? That x is equal to negative 6 or 3. X equals negative 6 or 3. And we are done. So why don't we try one more, and then here we have d squared minus 20d plus 99. And so let's go ahead and set that equal to 0. And we're going to use our Xbox method, right? I'm sorry, diamond method. Man, these names are confusing me. But in this case, our a is 1. Maybe I can write that down. A is equal to 1. Our b is equal to negative 20. And our c is equal to 99. So we draw our x. And a times c goes up here. So 1 times 99 comes up here, positive 99. And our b, negative 20, goes down here. So we need to find two numbers that multiply to 99 and add up to negative 20. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. I think we're going to be needing two negative numbers, right? So we can add them up to negative 20, and if they're both negative, they'll multiply to be a positive number. So now we want to think of factors of 99 that add up to 20. So let's see. Let me break out a calculator. And let's see. 33 times 3 would be 99, but that does not add up to 20, right? Let me see. 99 divided by 6 is 16. Well, 6 plus 16 does not add up to 20, right? Let's do 99 divided by 9 is 11. Oh, so there we go. So 9 times 11 are two factors that multiply to 99 and will add up to negative 20. So let's do a 9 and a 11 over here, right? These both multiply to 99, but when we add them, they add up to positive 20. So what we can do is we can make them both negative. Right? Negative times a negative multiplies to positive 99, and negative plus a negative adds up to negative 20. All right, so I found my F1 and my F2. Great. So let's go ahead and put it in here. We'll say D minus 9 times D minus 11 is equal to 0. So we factored it, and now we want to solve, right? So how do we solve? Well, if A times B is equal to 0, that means either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. So I can go ahead and set them both equal to 0. Let's go ahead and say D minus 9 is equal to 0. I'm going to add 9 to both sides, and I'll get D is equal to 9. Right? Over on the other side, I'm going to do D minus 11 is equal to 0. So I'll add 11 to both sides, and I'll get D is equal to 11. So what is my answer, right? D is going to be equal to 9 or 11. Yep, that's it.